Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so for those of you that have been following me, you know that I mainly do like DIY projects that are, kind of small. But I normally do ones that are big too. And so what I have right here is it's part of a bed frame. This is like the rail that the mattress and the box spring sit on. So I have a friend, she has a complete bed set that this goes to. It has like a dresser, a nightstand, a headboard, but mainly they're all this color. What she really wants is like a different color. And being the handyman that I am, I told her I'll take care of it for her. Go ahead and sand it down. Well, clean it first. Just wipe everything down. Make sure I get all the oil and dirt off of it first. I don't want that to contaminate the paint later. I've done this before, but it's been quite a while. And getting into the whole furniture flipping thing, that might be something I might do down the line. So this is like a good practice for me. So I'm glad she actually came to my, brought this to my attention, because I don't know, it's fun, and who knows, I might turn it into a business later. Who knows? All right. So yeah, once I get it cleaned up and everything, it's this white, like eggshell color. I don't know if you can see that, but just get it clean, sand it up, prime it, and put like 3 coats of paint. I have this Bear Dynasty color, and it's just a sample. I'm gonna test it out on this railing. If it comes out great, I'll go ahead and do the whole complete bed set, because she really wants to keep it or flip it. I don't know which one, but either way, I mean, we'll go ahead and spruce it up a bit and see what she wants. But if I do a good job and I like the job that I did, I might go ahead and do my own furniture flip, see how that turns out. I hear it's all the craze these days. We'll see. I also got some paint brushes. Yeah, I went to Home Depot and got these. This is like a paint tray and some sandpaper. This is 220 grit. It's mainly for like finishing the wood, making it like nice and smooth. But this one right here is 80 grit. This is for stripping the wood, get the paint off, any rough pieces of wood that are on there, sand that down too. Then I'll finish it off with the 220 grit. All right, I also have some gloves. Man, that car is like really loud behind me. I should have recorded this inside, but I was already out here, so I don't know if that's a timing belt or what, but they gotta get that fixed. All right. So we're gonna head inside right now because it's kind of hot out here too, and get things set up. All right, I'll meet you inside. All right, so now welcome back. So I already have the piece of wood laid out on top of just 2 bar stools, and that way I can work on it without having to be, crawling around on the floor. So I went ahead and already got my shop vac plugged in, because we're gonna need that to gather up all the dust while we sand. I've got my sander, fully charged battery. We're good to go. All right. And I already went ahead and wiped down the surface of everything, so everything should be oil free, dirt free. So we're clear to go ahead and sand it down. So I'm gonna get the coarse 80 grit sandpaper, toss this to the side, go ahead and attach it. All right, put my gloves on. I'm not gonna go ahead and sand it right now because there's some other prep work I gotta do to the wood before I actually do that. But all right, so let's go ahead and attach the shop vac to the sander. All right. I'm trying to go slow with it because you can't tell, but it's on an angle. It's like slanted downward. I don't want the shop vac to fall on the floor, but we're okay. All right, so it plugs in just like that. So when I turn on the shop vac, I'm gonna turn the sander on first. Wow, that was loud. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down, but it shouldn't take that long. There's both sides. I might have to hand sand the small corners. I'm gonna have to do that by hand, but that shouldn't take long either. So we're gonna check back here in a couple of minutes. All right. All right, so guys, this is what it looks like after everything's been sanded down with the 80 grit, and then I went over it a second time with the 220 grit, which is the more finer sandpaper. I mean, I think it turned out great. I didn't want to go too deep and take away too much of the wood. And honestly, there wasn't that many blemishes to actually go that deep with the sandpaper. So now that everything's been stripped off, I'm gonna go ahead and prime it, and then I'm gonna put on that paint. But with the paint, I'm gonna sand the primer as well. That way, because I'm gonna apply 3 coats of paint, but still you want to sand the primer because just to make sure it doesn't come out too rough. You want a smooth finish, especially with furniture. No one wants like a coarse surface, especially on like a bed frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and prime it really quick, and be back in a few.